Hi everyone. Well, today's video is about these pochade boxes that I use almost all the time outside, and they have been instrumental in my growth as an artist, and very important for me to go outside and paint directly from nature itself and improve my abilities in viewing important factors such as shape, value, color temperature, and color itself. It was very important for me to understand natural perspective rather than relying too much on photographic perspective, which is all often skewed, and also the values that were very important because camera will take a white and it'll judge other values on the basis of that. So most of the time the shadows will be very dark without any color. So these have been the most important tools in my growth as an artist, improve my skills. So I'll tell you which one I started with in the beginning. Okay, so this is my first box that I used. It looks completely broken, but it's not broken. It was like this from the very beginning. I didn't have any tools whatsoever. I just made it out of one hacksaw and a hammer, and that's what it was. And there were no panels. I just had to buy some things like these rings to make it more efficient. You can see that what I did was I added a hinge and it would open like that, and this is one panel, and it was designed for two, and it's just cardboard that I pasted, and a primed paper would be used as a painting surface like this, and it's colored in brown. And this is my palette. This is just 2mm MDF, and this is something that I added later, and it would open. I think it got stuck, but let me try to open it. Yeah, this still opens up. So you can see that it's a palette, and it was supposed to keep the things in place and rather than making everything messy. So this is one cover that I attached. It's just nothing. There is a bunch of scraps. But this surface was made something like this from the very beginning. This is a glue that I attached, industrial glue, and it made it absolutely shiny like this. Very easy to use. And this, I had to use all my strength to create this. This was supposed to act like a thumb box and keep my thumb there and in proper positioning so that it doesn't become very difficult. And underneath this tape, there is one magnet which is supposed to get attached to this palette. And this is a metal. And if you place it like this, it's absolutely, stable. There is no problem using this. And even if I place it like this, it would be stable, and I can just paint. So I made several brushes that are in this box now, and I used old brushes and put them inside. And it had several used 20 ml tubes. These are very small, and it's just basic red, yellow, blue, one yellow, burnt sienna, something like that, and a white. Small tubes stuffed here, and a little piece of rag that I was supposed to use. And this had these rings just in case if I had to use it for anything. And these hinges, older hinges, were useless. So I attached two hinges with a power drill. And this is very easy to use. You just remove it and place it there. And there were two initially. Now it's just one. And you can see that there is something there. So this has been a very important tool for my growth. And you can see what sort of paintings were done outside. This was the apartment that I was living at the time. You can see the color of nature. I still remember exactly when I painted them. This is one car. This is our car. This was the second painting that I did. This was a quick sketch. Later, I turned it into a big painting. This was done in Rajasthan. Sunset scene. Now this part is torn. So many different things that I painted at the time. This got ruined somewhat, but I can correct this. This later was made into a painting. This was just accident. A night scene and the river. My wife's sketch. Trying to paint like Sergeant. Evening thunderstorm. Painting outside on a highway. Winter. Our winter is not like that. That's snow would happen, but in the hills obviously, but not in the cities. Autumn. This is something that I saw from my window. So there are a lot of scenes of this without anything there. This is just after the monsoon season. Everything is lush. So these are all the same scenes. This is a nightscape, this is autumn, and this is, summer and after the monsoon. So this box gave me enormous amount of confidence, and I painted everywhere, and you can see it's just a bunch of scraps, but it still can work today very well if I just use it. But I've got better boxes. So I can just wrap it up very easily, and it'll just fit into my backpack. Now, Stefan Baumann was a big influence for thumb boxes. So this is something that my father helped me to build. This was made by a carpenter in Kolkata. This is something that I attached. He couldn't, come up with this thing. So this is the box that you can see. It's my name. And this is a palette. This is, on the basis of Stefan Baumann's palette box that he was endorsing at that time. It was Julian Pochade Box. So the idea isn't 100% original. It can fit 3 small panels. So like this. And you would have paints. So this is very much in use. I will take it whenever I'm going outside. And if I have any chance to paint, I will paint this. I use this in my balcony. And, my area is filled with a lot of interesting landscapes, although it's slowly turning into a big metropolis now. But there is still landscape. And you can see the colors that I use most often. So this is my regular palette. This is titanium white, yellow ochre. This is chrome yellow deep. This is something like a crimson, and this is burnt sienna, this is cobalt blue, and this is ivory black. So all of these paints are here. So this is what I use, and this supports the kind of landscape that I have here. It's very dusty, and if it is monsoon, then I wouldn't use this one. I would use something very different, or not so much, but some of the colors will be there. But there are different colors like sap green and lemon yellow instead of this color, chrome yellow deep. Wouldn't be there. Blues won't be there. So these are my cheap brushes. If you have seen my older videos, then you would have seen some of these. So these are going on for how many years? Well, it has been 8 years with these brushes, and 8 years they have survived this grind. And this is an old palette knife that I removed the bottom, which was around here. I removed it and attached tissue paper and tape and everything. It's, believe you me, it's 30 years old. It's still working. I have to be a little bit careful because this is very flexible, but can be used very effectively. And flexible meaning that you can have good command over what you're trying to do. You can paint vertical like this, or even put it like this and it wouldn't fall off. You can paint a vertical painting. So you can see that I have made hundreds of these small sketches, and they have been converted into paintings. These are beautiful, small paintings, capture the atmosphere. These are some of the sketches that I did. And this was done from the rooftop, believe you me, during COVID lockdown. Going out was not allowed, so I went outside and painted this from the rooftop. So this was painted when I reached our new home. This was in our apartment. It was still in the making. This is the same scene just like before, the pochade box that I shown you before. There are scenes like this, filled with my, I painted it again and again. So this was the bit of landscape that was absolutely clearly visible. This possibly was the first landscape when we reached our new home. And this is winter. You can see that quite clearly. This was in Alwar, which is a royal area. You can see how rugged this place is. It can turn into a very nice painting. This was painted again and again. There are night scenes and various other things. So this is the painting that I started during summer, and it was the beginning of that time. And this was the first time I realized that I needed to have black in my palette to execute paintings very quickly. and it came out really nice. And I can have accents. You can see the difference between this and this, and it can happen very quickly with black, because I would mix sap green, or any green that I mixed, and mix black. I don't use ultramarine blue. I use cobalt blue, so it cannot produce that level of darkness. So this box actually gave me a lot of confidence after that one. And this is a proper box. This is made of solid teak wood, and this is a teak ply. And it has been instrumental in making me an artist. So I have done a review of this particular box previously, so you can check that out. Now here comes the big box, and this is something that I had to convert completely. This was not supposed to be a pochade box. It was like a paint box, and you would have paint, your palette, and everything. But with the help of some tools that I gathered, I was able to convert this into a palette box again. Sorry, pochade box. And again, it was one particular pochade box that Stefan Baumann showed, which was like over 100 years old, and he had it. It looked very similar to my, that teak wood box, but this one is made out of beech wood, and beech wood veneer is also there. So when I open this box, it would look something like this. And this is where I keep my 8x10s. So this is designed for 8x10 paintings. If you want to be a successful plein air painter, then you need to have only one size, and you need to devise your composition to that. So this box fits like this, but when I paint, it would turn into something different. But this is something that I had attached because I wanted to have the 8x10. The size is very odd when it first arrived. This has palette stays, and it can keep the palette in place. These are some of the things that I cut, and I can use them as my support for panels. And when I paint, I can just put it like this. And all of these grooves were made to support the palette, to keep it in place so that it doesn't rattle while I paint. It becomes very difficult. This palette box is used outside. It's used inside in the studio. And if I paint any small paintings, I would use this box rather than having an easel. It's uncomfortable. And here you can see that some assortments are there. This is one burnt umber, which I can use. This is just nothing. I just keep my brushes in there, and it stays inside like that. So paints would be here, and something like this, if this is necessary, it would be there. It's needed in the initial stages when I'm trying to draw something. Palette knife. So all of these things are important. And here you can see the colors are more or less the same. It's titanium white, chrome yellow deep, yellow ochre, something like a crimson, and burnt sienna, and ultramarine, and ivory black. And there you can see some of the others, like a turquoise and like a cobalt teal. And also you can see a lemon yellow. These lemon yellow is used during monsoon. Well, I painted a lot on this box as well. So this was like painted in the hills in Himachal Pradesh. You can see some studio paintings. A lot of these paintings were sold very quickly, after they were painted. So these are some of the things. And these are like teddy bear paintings that I do quite often. I just keep it there, and I can just paint. It doesn't move at all. So I made a lot of paintings in the studio as well as outside. And this is again was painted in the hills, and there was a small waterfall, and look at the color blue. And this was very surprising. We were visiting Himachal Pradesh, and when we were traveling, we saw this particular scene, and I had to paint. And we were parked near a restaurant, a small restaurant. And look at this scene, how beautiful that is. It's completely blue, and photograph couldn't do the justice to that. It's just extraordinary. Everything looked blue. The sky was blue, the water was blue, the islands looked blue. Amazing, isn't it? This is like a sketching tool for me. I just put something in there and I paint. So these teddy bear paintings give me enormous amount of joy because I paint my son's toys, and it has been the practice ever since he was born. So you can see that what sort of things are there. My brushes, and there is even a funny thing. This I got from Thomas Kincaid, and he was showing his box, and it was like a bunch of scraps at that point of time. And this is like an old antenna from a radio, and you can just put it there and you can use it like a mahl stick if you're painting details. Just like that, you can rest your arm on top of this. These are small paintings. They would require some amount of support. Most of the time I use my pinky to place it on top of the painting and do the details if I have to. But this can be one good support. So I mostly use, if I have to use any medium, I would use something like this. This is liquid alkyd gel medium. I think the flow medium would work better because these are plain panels, gesso panels that I make at home. They don't have any textured surface to some degree. You can see some if you can, but that is not very prominent. So it's better to have a flow medium rather than this gel medium. So I might like to have something like that. And for thicker lines, I can have paint directly painted over that. So these are all my boxes that I used in the past to become a successful artist, and painting from nature was instrumental in that. So I'm quite happy to share all of them together in this one particular scene. And there is one easel that I have, which is not a pochade box, but it's a Maybeth easel, and I have recently reviewed that. So you might want to check that out. You can check that out here. And I paint large canvases on that, and I also use that as a studio item. But so this is more or less it that you need to become a successful painter. You might have to develop your own system, but it has to be absolutely stable. That's something is very important. And it shouldn't have, you need to have paints and brushes that function well. You need to have colors that can produce what you see in front of you almost every day. So I hope you like this video, and if you like, then please click the like button and also subscribe, and remember to click the bell icon, comment, share. And if you wish to learn painting, then you can contact me through my website. So I thank you for your time. Take care.